Good morning, everyone. Today's topic is contract of guarantee. As we have seen, the special contracts, contract of guarantee comes under special contracts. That is module number 3 of business law for SYBCom. Now, in that, under special contract, we have seen contract of indemnity. Indemnity means to save other from the loss. So we have seen in detail about contract of indemnity, and now we are going to talk about contract of guarantee. As you can see on this slide in front of you, section, first of all, what is the section for contract of guarantee? Section 126. Don't forget at all. Section 126 for the contract of guarantee defines, or it includes, what it means, it includes performance of a promise. Performance means to fulfill. What to fulfill? Whatever I have promised. Always remember, in a normal contract, there are two parties. But in this contract of guarantee, we have three parties. Am I clear? In the normal contract, we have generally two parties or two or more parties can be there. But in this contract of guarantee, we have in all three parties. Obviously, one will be the promiser, means the one who promises something, and the other will be the person to whom the promise is made. So that's why we can see this contract of guarantee includes performance of a promise and discharge of a liability. This is two things which are very important. Second important thing is this contract, mostly the contract of guarantee should be in written, but it can be in oral form also, that is word spoken, that is you can call it as verbally, or in written form. But in case of default, or in case of if you want to file a case or file a suit against the person, the contract should be in writing. Otherwise, you can't take any action. So this point is clear for you all. So the contract of guarantee can be in oral or can be in writing. Now, the next point, as I told you, there are three parties. Remember everyone, there are total in all three parties. One is principal debtor, one is creditor, and one is surety. Now we will talk about them. Creditor is the person who pays certain amount or who gives credit to principal debtor. Who is creditor? Creditor gives certain amount to principal debtor, and principal debtor has to repay him. Now I'll make it simple way. For example, we will give the names to them. Principal debtor is A, surety is B, and creditor is C. I repeat again, principal debtor is A, surety is B, and creditor is C. So A, there is a contract between A and C. First thing, between principal debtor and creditor. Now what is the contract? A has taken some amount of loan, maybe 1 crore loan. We will talk in crores. A has taken 1 crore loan from creditor. Okay, that is from C. So there is a contract between A and C. C gives him money. A has to repay him after certain time of duration or after certain period of time. Like A promises, I will return you the money within 1 year, slowly in installment. That is what the promise made by A. Who is A? A is a principal debtor. And to whom he makes promises? To creditor. Who is creditor? C. So Mr. A promises Mr. C, and there is a contract between A and C. These two become debtor and creditor. But now C raises a question. What if you are not able to repay? What is the surety? What is the guarantee now I have? I don't have any guarantee, any surety with me. So I need some guarantee. And when there was a contract between A and C, that time B was present. And B said, when C raised the question, B said, I am the surety for you. I promise on behalf of A that if A forgets or A is defaulter, A doesn't have money to pay, or A does not perform his promise, I will pay on behalf of A. That is a promise made by B. B is the surety to C. I hope it is clear. Now, so first contract was between A and C. Second contract will be between B and C. That is surety and creditor. And the third contract will be between A and B. Why? Because surety, he is giving guarantee on behalf of A. He is giving guarantee because he is having something from A. So A must have kept his property papers or gold or something with B, and that's why B is giving guarantee. So there is a contract between A and B also. So in all or in total, or the conclusion of this contract of guarantee is, first, there are three parties, A, B, and C. A is principal debtor, B is surety, C is creditor. Second, there are three contracts. First is between A and C, then comes B and C, then comes A and B. So these are the three contracts between the parties. Third thing, the contract should be in written. Then only the action can be taken. Legal procedure can be followed. As you can see on this slide, the meaning is given of this particular contract of guarantee. It says that according to section 126, it's a contract to perform. What to perform? The promise or to discharge the liability. So who has taken liability? Liability means zimmedari lena. So who has taken the liability? B has taken the liability on behalf of A. If A forgets, I will pay you. So therefore, we call this contract as to perform the promise or to discharge the liability of a third person in case of his default. If he is in default. Default means you all know many people take loans from bank and they are not able to pay their installments. If they are not able to pay their 3 to 4 installments, they are considered as defaulter customer by the banks or by the finance companies. So they are in default. Again, it is mentioned how many parties are there? Surety, principal debtor, and creditor. Remember, my dear students, surety means guarantor. Who is surety? Guarantor. For every contract, we need a guarantor. So surety plays a role of guarantor over here. As you can see here, what are essentials of the contract? Three necessary parties. I have explained this before. Default by principal debtor. Who defaults? If debtor is defaulting, then who is going to take liability? Liability is taken voluntarily. Voluntarily means on their own with free consent. Remember, voluntarily means without any force or with free consent. The liability means the responsibility is taken by another person, like surety. Who is the another person? Surety. The contract of guarantee by company. Whenever contract of guarantee is by company, it should be always compulsory. There is no chance of oral contract. The contract should be in writing with the common seal of the company. Common seal stamp, that is signature, authority, authentication by any person on behalf of company. Like who makes a contract on behalf of company? Maybe the director, managing director, CEO, or any person on behalf of company. That is, in the name of company, they make a contract. Next comes features. What are the features? A person cannot become the surety without the consent of the principal debtor. This is very important. You have to understand what it means. A person, surety, guarantor, cannot become the surety. Guarantor cannot become the surety without the consent of principal debtor. Means, I'll repeat the example. A, B, and C. A and C, there is a contract. A has taken money from C. So if A becomes default, B will repay. But for that, there is a contract between A and B. It means अगर A की मर्जी नहीं है तो B cannot become the surety or B cannot become the guarantor. So always remember, to be surety, it should be, the consent should be from the principal debtor. I repeat, अगर A की मर्जी नहीं है तो B उसको कुछ help नहीं कर सकता. If B is ready to help but A is not ready to take his help, then B cannot enter into the contract. So that is very important. Next is no liability, no contract of guarantee. Obviously, this is very another important point or feature. If there is no liability, no responsibility, no contract of guarantee, means liability is needed. कोई जिम्मेदारी, large amount, some responsibility is needed, then only it is said that this particular contract is of contract of guarantee. Like for example, there it is given time bar debt. Time bar debt means a time duration. Like if you are taking money from someone, like in this example, A said, I will repay you the money, whole amount, within the time span of 1 year. एक साल के अंदर A को पैसे लौटाने. So what he will do? Therefore, such contract is called as contract of guarantee. And within 1 year, if he is not able to do, we will do it on his behalf. So such example, such contract is said to be contract of guarantee. Consideration. Obviously, consideration is needed from both the side. Like A has taken money, C is getting consideration. What? Interest on that money. C had given 1 crore rupees. Now, on behalf of that or under that, he will be getting some interest. So every month he is going to charge certain amount of interest to A. So that also A has to pay. So consideration is there for C also. For 1 year, what he will do? He should get certain consideration during the time of contract. So that is what is given. Whereas B also gets some surety, like guarantee, like B is giving guarantee, but A ने क्या किया? A has given certain amount of gold to B and said, you become my guarantor. Or A had given the property papers to B so that he can become the guarantor. So B is also getting some consideration, and in return A has got 1 crore rupees. So all three parties are getting certain consideration. Therefore, consideration means something in written. Don't forget, consideration means something in written, and that's why we can see all the three parties has consideration. Writing not necessary, we had discussed this. Capacity to contract should be valid. Capacity to contract means, first of all, the contract should be valid. Valid means enforceable by law. When it is enforceable by law, capacity to contract means performance to the contract, as well as parties who are performing in the contract. They both should have the capacity. They both should be eligible to perform the contract. Then only it is said to be valid. Now there are certain types you can see here. Specific, simple, or limited guarantee. Now what it means? There is an example. We will first read out the example. A guarantees B that C would make payment of rupees 10,000. किसने गारंटी ली? A ने गारंटी ली. किसकी? A ने गारंटी दी B को. A guarantees B that C. B को क्या गारंटी दी? Guarantee means assurance दिया that C is going to make the payment of 10,000 rupees for the deliver of 10 pairs of shoes on 20th September. So here we have mentioned the time also. That is important in this contract of guarantee. We need to mention the time. So 10 जोड़ी जूतों के लिए 10,000 rupees C is going to pay This assurance is given by A to B. And when? On 28th September. After the completion of obligations, the guarantee would be discharged. If everything works properly, means C pays before 20th September or on 20th September, the contract is said to be discharged. This was the simple contract or with limited guarantee contract. That is, only one single transaction was there. We didn't had any complication in this. So we call it as single transaction contract or simple contract or limited guarantee contract. So here we are specific. C is going to pay 10,000 on which date? Everything. Next, continuing contract. Now it is in continuation. It doesn't end within one time. So you can see that the same example we have taken. A guarantees B for all the payments that the C would make to B. What happens? I repeat again. A is giving guarantee to whom? To B. For what? For the payments that C is going to make. That the C would make to B for the delivery of shoes. So that's why if he forgets or if he fails, then who is going to pay? Obviously, A is going to pay. So it keeps continuing. Now, next you can see here another example. A gives a loan to B for which C stands guarantee. Now, who is the surety? C is the surety. A is giving loan. To whom? To B. It is a case of specific guarantee. In this case, there is a specific debt and the guarantee shall come to an end the moment the loan is repaid. Obviously, the moment the loan is paid by B, the guarantee gets over. So the time period is only till then. Thank you.